Hey you guys, what's up? It's Jack. Oh, I have good news and I have bad news, unfortunately. The good news, I'll give you guys the good news first. I hit 200,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being there for me. I tweeted it out. Seriously, you guys are so cute. You guys are so nice. You guys are so supportive. I cannot thank you guys enough. It means so much to me that you guys watch my videos every single week. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Now on to the bad news. If I can't get through this story without a few tears, I apologize. But I went to the dentist. I got my teeth cleaned. The dentist was like, your teeth are great, until I needed x-rays. My teeth looked great on the little x-ray, but then they started highlighting areas with their devil highlight thing that revealed the inner core of my teeth. And there was a black spot on one of them, inside, hidden. And my dentist was like, that's a cavity forming. And I screamed. I needed to be strapped into the chair. I needed to be tranquilized. I spit on them. I was like, you lie! You lie! I just broke down in tears and I was like, I am ashamed, embarrassed. I have brought shame upon my entire family. I will never bring my family honor. But anyway, that's the bad news. So I'm glad I got it off of my chest. You guys all need to keep that a secret. I have good dental hygiene, I swear. Anyway, you guys, that is an embarrassing story. And to celebrate, it inspired me to tell you more embarrassing stories this week. And all these embarrassing stories revolve around one thing, and that is boys. Because I always fucking embarrass myself in front of boys. I don't know why, it's just a problem. But today I'm going to be telling you guys 2 stories. I was going to tell you guys more than 2 stories, but nobody has time for that shit. I need to watch the Republican debate. I need to check up to see if any of them got wigs to replace their hair, because I've gone to each one of their houses individually and snatched their weaves. But let's just get right into the video. Foreign exchange student frenzy. So this first story took place when I was a sophomore in college. I was crazy back then. If you guys have watched like at least 30 seconds of my videos, you know I'm crazy to this day. But back then I was still looking for love at my university and stuff like that because I didn't realize that I wasn't gonna find it. Ha, joke was on me apparently. Briefly, I had a thing for foreign exchange students, and there was this one guy, he was from Germany, and the second I saw him, I added him on Facebook. I messaged him the instant he accepted my friend request. I'm not crazy. And I was expecting to write like a novel with our love story, but I realized that I couldn't even fill a fucking page with our love story, the story of it, because our conversation ended after like 10 minutes because we had nothing to talk about. But anyway, that pretty much, he gave me no choice but to stalk him. And I found out he was going to be going to this one party. It was called Gay Mafia. I've talked about it in previous videos, these stupid Gay Mafia parties. But anyway, me and my friends show up at this party. I briefly had a conversation with him like 10-15 minutes into the party because I saw him and we struck up like conversation. It was awkward. None of us were drunk at the time. That's probably why it was awkward. Then Daddy imbibed a little bit throughout that party. I have a very small little bladder. I ended up going to the bathroom and they have one stall in the entire fucking building. Anyway, there I was peeing. Somebody started knocking on the door when I was peeing. I was like, sorry, I can't rush. They were tapping on my chamber door. So I hurried up, I flushed the toilet, I went out, and long and behold, it was German boy. I've missed you so much. It's been like 30 minutes since we last talked. We started talking and pretty much this is how the conversation went. And it's not an exaggeration or a dramatization whatsoever. Give me a minute. Hold on. Billy D. Hold on. Just settle down! You know what? Relax, okay? Oh, hey, what's up? Oh, hello. What's going on? How are you? You know, just partying. Nice. Tell me more about yourself and your country. Oh, you know, I mean, you can probably tell by now that I'm less attractive in person. Blah, 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 blah. What are you looking at? I swear this isn't. Stop seizing. It's not like this happens all the time. Somebody call 911. Hello? 911? The phone's dead. Please help somebody who's dying of secondhand embarrassment. So yeah, that was the last time I ever talked to German Paul. I never had the guts to talk to him again after that because I was mortified. Now you guys, it's on to the second story. This one's gonna be a little bit longer, but it shouldn't be too long. I'm gonna make it kind of painless.
The pimple from hell.
Okay, so this story, you guys, back during high school, I would never get, like, I didn't have massive breakouts. Okay, well, that's a lie. Senior year, I started getting massive pimple breakouts, but before then, like, junior year, sophomore year, I would get, like, one really bad pimple, like a fucking Mount Rushmore pimple on my face. It was before school started one year. It was, like, the last week of summer. Cross-country season was in full swing. We used to have cross-country practice really early in the morning, and I remember waking up one day, and I didn't shower, I didn't wash my face, I didn't do anything. I picked up my friend, and we went to cross-country practice, and I used to put white shit on my face, like, to get rid of pimples, and I had a really, like, this pimple was the pimple to end all pimples. But anyway, I arrive in the parking lot right outside where we hold cross-country practice, and I remember, you guys, if you ever have acne, never ever look in the fucking rear view mirror ever, because I did, and what I saw was, like, white crust all over this damn pimple, and I was like, fuck, I need to get rid of this, because this is even worse than, like, having a pimple, you know? It was like a misty, dewy morning, and there was a bunch of condensation on the outside of the window. I just swiped my hand all along the side of my car, and I started, like, trying to wash off all, like, the crusty, weird flakes, because the pimple was, like, right here, and it was really bad. It was like a Marilyn Monroe, only a huge pimple that was disgusting and made people scream. But anyway, there wasn't enough water to wash off all the acne medication, so I tried to be a little bit more resourceful, and I found some hand sanitizer. Don't ever fucking put hand sanitizer on any of your acne, guys. Don't put it on your face. Save yourself. The thing became like 3 times its size. It became inflamed. The clock was still ticking and cross-country practice was gonna start in like 5 minutes, and I was like, fuck, I run with all guys. They're gonna like be looking at this thing the entire time. It's gonna be the worst thing ever. It looked like a second head. It looked like I had a conjoined twin that like died on my face, and the body and the head just stayed there and was big and red and evil and angry. So I get out of the car, keep my head down, we go and warm up and all that shit. So anyway, we get put into our running groups and we go off on our run. On our merry way, we would just like run around the school and stuff like that. But as we were running around the school, I remember looking ahead and there was like 2 really attractive soccer player boys, and I did not want to run by them. So I remember I really faked that I needed to pee really bad, and I was like, guys, just keep running. I'm just gonna go into the school right here. It was like the athletic wing of my school. They had a bathroom that no one ever used. They were all like, oh, okay, catch up with us later. And I was like, okay, bye. And I entered into the school, and I remember thinking to myself like, good, I'm away, I'm safe. Wrong, 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 wrong. Immediately when I entered through those doors, I knew I made the worst mistake of my life, because those soccer players weren't just walking around the school. They were walking towards the athletic wing, where the entire men's soccer team was lining the hallway waiting to get on a bus to be shipped to a stupid scrimmage. And of course, I needed to think fast. And I started walking and everything was going okay, and they were all like looking at me, and then halfway through I was like, I can't do this. So I pulled out a tissue out of my pocket and I was like faking a nosebleed, and I was like, oh my god, my nose, what's happening? And don't look at me. My casual stroll picked up into a fast walk, which then picked up into a jog, which then picked up to a sprint to the bathroom. And I remember I was in that bathroom and I was like, how do I escape? How do I get past them? What have I gotten myself into? Should I hide in the ceiling tiles above my head? Should I crawl through the vents to get it to the outside? Should I call 911? And the entire time that I was in that damn bathroom, I was picking at this damn thing more because I wanted it gone, and it got bigger and bigger and more angry. I literally was Jupiter. I would not have been surprised if any of those soccer players turned to each other and asked, like, what is this large replica of Jupiter doing walking by us right now? Are we in a planetarium? But eventually, you know, being the genius that I was, the criminal mastermind that I was, I decided that, like, oh, I was just gonna exit the bathroom and, like, sneak into the weightlifting room. Because if you snuck through the weightlifting room, there was an exit between the weightlifting room and the wrestling room that you could take to the outside. I think it was an emergency exit, to be entirely honest. Didn't matter, the alarms could go off, don't care. So I checked to see if the coast was clear and I exited the bathroom that I was in, quickly hurried to the weightlifting room, and I entered, and they have treadmills in the weightlifting room, and I ended up seeing my friend, and I was like, hey, and he was like this gay guy. This gay guy who like was so funny and weird. He was running on the treadmill because he was injured, and during cross country you weren't allowed to run outside if you were injured. You had to run on the treadmill. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna stay and hide in this weightlifting room and run with him. I'll get my workout in. There I was running on the treadmill, you know, working up a sweat. I thought I wouldn't be seen by anybody, and then 3 football players entered into the damn weightlifting room, and I was like, what are they doing here? I kept my head down. They walked past. They went to play with their silly little weights. Straight boys and their silly little weightlifting equipment go away into the corner. But then, because God hated me further, he decided to send my cross-country coach into the weightlifting room. And my cross-country coach, this short little lady who was like evil on the DL, and the second she saw me in the weightlifting room, I was not allowed in there because I was not injured. She started screaming at me. She was like, "What are you doing in here? You should be running with the team. You should be running with the boys. You didn't tell me you were gonna be in here. I need to know where you guys are at all times." And there I was, like, fumbling over words. I was like, I just thought that the football players stopped lifting weights. They turned to face me. My friend was like gasping and watching me. She kept yelling. My pimple exploded and got pus everywhere. No, I'm just kidding. That didn't happen. Everything else happened though. But of course, being the smartest person in the world, I know I don't like to brag about it often, but I am. The only thing bigger than my brain that day was my pimple. I decided to fake an injury in that moment, and I was like, my knee is killing me, coach. I don't know what to do. I want to do my best for you and my best for the team because I really care. And in order to avoid future injury, I just thought I'd take it easy today and run on the treadmill and not bother anybody. That's how you get out of a situation like that. And she left. And the only consequence of faking an injury for my pimple was the fact that I was not allowed to participate in any future hard workouts with the boys, and I was also forced to get checked up on after practice every single day and wait there an additional 20 minutes while they went through all the injured people. But you know what? It was worth it. So let that be a lesson to all of you guys. If you have a large pimple, just lie to everybody. So that's all for this week's video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I want to thank you guys again for 200,000 subscribers. It seriously means so much to me. When I started YouTube, I never imagined that more than like -5 people would watch my videos, so it's a very pleasant surprise that you guys actually enjoy watching my videos and enjoy interacting with me, because I love interacting with you guys on Twitter. I was gonna say Facebook, but Facebook's gone, dead, buried by Facebook. But before I blab on for too long, I just want to say, seriously, you guys are so appreciated. Thank you guys for believing in me and following what I'm doing, and I just want to let you guys all know that I believe in you guys too, and you guys can accomplish anything you guys want to. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Leave a comment below telling me if you guys can relate to any of these embarrassing stories in any way. Have you guys ever had a Mount Rushmore pimple? Have you guys ever had your zipper open in front of a boy? Let me know in the comments below. Again, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys. Rashawn75 wants me to show you guys the naughtiest pic on my phone. Okay, I'm not sure if I have. Maybe I'll put, fuck you guys, this new camera fucks me up because it's like backwards. It's like I'm a weather reporter. No,